So this is kind of a big deal. For the last year and 3 months, Clare has been washing up after this whole family in 2 basins, and she's never once complained about it. This is the first night that she doesn't have to wash up by hand. So I think she's gonna really appreciate that.
Oh my god! Oh my god, I'm gonna kill her! Ah! I thought you meant the sink! It's looking good. Definitely, it's soaking it up.
I'm very happy with that. Damn, that's good.
They're really good.
Good morning, welcome back to another sunny day. My camera was used for a time lapse yesterday and I didn't really film much, it was quite boring. A lot of fiddly work trying to get this to fit in. I think I made that a little bit too thick. I had to take off about 8 millimeters. It's fitting pretty good, there's a little gap at the top I'm happy with. It tapers back ever so slightly because we do want the water to run to the back of this sink. I also fitted the tap, which is, I think it's a very fancy one. It's called a Hans Grohe. I got off Amazon for I think about 50 or 60 euros from the marketplace, but they're about 300 euros, brand new. So hopefully that provides water better than a cheap one. I ran into difficulties because it's a two sink trap I needed. Also, the connectors aren't the right size. I had to go down to the local hardware store and get an adapter, so I'm gonna rig them all up. And then I need to run water and an outlet for the dishwasher. Hopefully we'll be able to use our kitchen sink. We'll have running water in the kitchen and we might even be able to get the kids back doing the dishwasher, which would be great. Okay, this is not going to plan. All right, that's a glorious fail. Okay. Now, on a moment of truth, I gotta turn this valve on. By the way, it's maybe a bit pricey, but I like to have a valve on almost every fitting because I remember in my new house we didn't have one and it was such a pain in the ass to do simple maintenance, so valve on every fitting might cost an extra €1. So it's off at the moment, the cold water. I'm gonna turn it on, check for leaks at this T-junction, check for leaks at this connector going down to the bushing, down to the dishwasher. Also coming out the top, there's a strange coupler and there's a reducing from 15 to 10 mil, and then we have our connection to the sink. Really bizarre. I don't know why these sinks come like with these 10 mil connections. It's a little bit daft. But what's done is done, and this is all nicely connected up without any leaks. Very happy with this. Let's see how we go. Right. Water is through a tiny bit. Wow. Not a single leak. How the hell did I manage that? Try some hot, try some cold. And it's not actually really hot. We don't have hot, I just have a connection upstairs which takes the cold water, puts it on the hot water supply. We don't have the boiler connected. So this is kind of a big deal because for the last year and 3 months, Clare has been washing up after this whole family in 2 basins, and she's never once complained about it. We started off with these 2 wash basins in the house, and then we built the pump house over there. Oh, you can't see it. We built the pump house just next to the caravan. and Claire moved her wash-up station there, and we had a barbecue for cooking. But it got really bad during winter, just before Christmas. We moved the 2 basins in there, and they've been there now for about eight months really, because Claire likes to look out what her garden will look like when she's washing up. Then after dinner I would go back working on the house and she would tidy up. A few times she might have left washing up till the morning, but pretty much for a year, almost a year and a half, she's washed up after a family of 4 by hand. I want to ask you, do you remember the last time you washed up by hand? I can remember being a kid and myself and my sister would have to wash up, and we used to take turns between washing and drying. I have never looked back when we got the dishwasher. I still wash pots, but I feel plates and cutlery, I hate washing them. Anyway, Claire has been a trooper. We've both been in a funk for the last almost month now. Motivation has been really difficult. You know, I've taken a day off here or there. We've had friends come over. It's been short-lived, and I always go back to the work. We don't really feel motivated. However, without getting soppy, doing something nice for someone else is incredibly motivating. So I really enjoyed doing this. This is why I took a break from upstairs. I installed our sink. I installed our plinth down here, which I wish I showed you because I had an engraving on it. But 3 people were there. I installed our tap. That all works. The dishwasher is connected. I am just going to have to get power over to it. And Claire's gone off now to take Ashton to the orthodontist, and I would like to have this all set up for her when she comes home. I think that would be a nice surprise, and I think tonight might be the first night in almost a year and a half that she gets to use the dishwasher. That sounds very chauvinistic, but it's not. This is the first night. Let's say this is the first night that she doesn't have to wash up by hand. So I think she's going to really appreciate that. I'm going to get some power. I'm going to try to set this up. I'm going to try to figure out how to use it. I'm going to try to give it a wash. I'm going to tidy up this space. When that's all done, I guess I'll come back to you. Did you have a good day?
Yeah? Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm getting cooker! Ah! I thought you meant the sink!
I did mean the sink. Have a look at the sink as well.
I know! I see the sink. Oh, the cooker! Holy shit! Whoa.
I didn't quite get the countertop working. Or clean, sorry. I was almost there. Almost getting it.
That's possible.
I thought after a year and a half of you washing up in a basin, you deserved a real sink.
Holy moly, my 2 basins.
And the dishwasher.
I'm gonna miss my 2 basins. Look at the washer, Drew. Look at the washer.
I did give it a test run.
What the fuck, Mom? Holy moly.
And after a year and a half of cooking in a pump house on a gas camping stove that you maybe deserve a little oven.
Oh no, I'm gonna cook.
So I've been hard at work. Do you want to make me some?
That's just unreal. Isn't it?
I'm quite happy with it now.
Very, very good.
No, well, we don't have hot or cold.
I'm just feeling it.
They're both the same
Just
temperature.
see it coming out of the tap. Thank you, honey. That looks amazing. Oh, the cooker. Holy... You really cleaned it up well, didn't you?
But it all works. I checked it all. We weren't sure whether we got a doozy because we got it on half price. What a killer sale. Was it Black Friday or was it just X demo or something? I didn't get this connected up yet either, and there are a few scratches. Again, we got this from Amazon Warehouse. I think the hood...
work those out.
The hood was only like 70 euros from the warehouse. Brand new was about 300 or 400 euros. But you'd have it for 300 or 400 and eventually in a year or two you'd scratch it. So we just got it scratched and saved 300. So what's the first dinner you're gonna make?
How does it work?
It's all modern, but with the dials and stuff, it's designed to look old, and they won't come on now unless you have a hob or a pan over it. Do you have a pan handy?
That's right.
cast iron, the paella pan. My trusty old paella pan, ready for everything.
Do you think that's induction?
Yes.
But then, how do you know if it's on?
It tells you. You can hear it. Yeah. So it only goes on when it feels it. It didn't come with a manual. It didn't come with a box. No, it just, well, unless there's one in the oven.
Oh, I'd say it did.
I haven't even checked it. Oh, it did, sorry. Would you look at that? A manual. What will they think of next?
Bill?
Slide, baby, slide. Well, folks, I guess that's going to end up our video for today. I don't think you'll get a goodbye from Clare. It's head down in the manual.
Yeah, how to work the cooker. It's 7:30 and I'm just back from the orthodontist and I need to cook something for dinner. So, slán go fóill.
Well, Ireland's in storm. I think we get a bit of blue sky. Anyway, post the latest of our postcards. Thank you so much to everybody that is continuing to support us. We have gotten our next choice of postcard down to I think about 3. We're going to be sharing this with our Patreon and channel members very soon. If you want to have a choice in the next card, sign up. We'd love to have you there. We love doing these little projects, and if you want to support us, I think you're really going to love the next postcard. I'm having people in to cut the trees at the moment, so I got to take my daughter's car. It's not a bad car. A little bit pink. However, on the boot, I have Hot Girls Hit Curbs, so I do get some strange looks to the post office. Oh God, this is so small. One of those old cars with a gear stick. Off to the post box. The Nairi and bumper left. Okay, so like a glove. Now we plasterboard what little plasterboard we have left. We use it all up. Joy, oh joy. I'm not very good at Tetris. Oh jeez Louise, 9 o'clock at night, and oh no, I'm not. I was about to say I'm done with the plasterboarding. This wonderful looking hot press, all built, except this. I have to do this plasterboard, but then I'll be done. Not too shabby. Right, I'll catch you in the morning, tell you what's happening here.
Check this out. That kitchen is effing amazing. And it has no doors, but it is super. I can't stop looking at it. Look at my windows, sparkling. Amazing day out there again. So back on the floor, last section, lounge part to do, 500 grit polish, and then seal. Let's get it done. on. Rob, do you want to just have a look at this? I don't know if you can hear it. After much polishing, cleaning, scrubbing, the sealant is going down. This is pure tung oil. This is what we chose to put down. It's a natural sealant. You can also put it on wood. So let's get it down. So just thought I'd give you just a quick close-up there of some of the aggregate showing through there on the floor. We're really happy with it. Tung oil is lovely because it doesn't smell. There's no chemicals in it. It's just a joy to work with. Whereas we had Larson's, I used Larson's in the Larson's sealant, concrete sealant in the bedroom. And the smell of chemicals was pretty rough now. So I'm interested to see how this works. I will have to put another coat down. This is half tung, half acetone. The next one will be pure tung oil. So we need to order a little bit more before I can do another coat.
Good morning, folks. Not recording much now because I'm trying to figure out this OSB. Today, I am working on OSBing this wall. So it's taking a bit of time to do this OSB because Claire's not going to come and fix it with tape. So I'm trying to get perfect cuts for the sockets and perfect cuts for the side. I took the fabulous suggestion from so many of you that said get myself a track saw. So I picked up a small one. It's not bad actually, it's a powerful saw. I thought the track was longer, it's only 1 meter. But I got it from Amazon Market, so I don't know, it was like half price. It was the only one there, so I picked that up for about 70 euros. I've made one cut with it and I am over the moon. So impressed. Completely straight line. I'm very happy with that. I think it's going to make doing the kitchen units an absolute breeze. So I'm feeling more confident about doing the kitchen now. The plasterboard will be painted white. It'll be white the whole way over down this wall, white. But then we want to put OSB from the top of this wall, OSB all along the floor and back up this wall. So I don't know what kind of a shape is that. It's going to look like two hands kind of cupping like that, I'm hoping. So this side has to be cut at an angle to meet this side. Backwards. I built this freaking backwards. Nice. Look at that. Like the proverbial glove, my friends. Look at that. Look at that. A That's pretty sweet. Get in. Well, about 6:30 on the Thursday, I'm gonna wrap up now and start copying the files across. I'm just gonna show you, I got one wall done. Took a very long time. Had to be so accurate with the cuts. Had to stagger the seams. This is not perfect. I learned a lot doing this. I think it looks feckin' amazing. Way better than I expected. I have a few pencil lines there. Have to sand them back, but how amazing is that? I think that is really just gonna pop with the floor, which is a bit dusty now, but once the floor is done, that wall is gonna look incredible. And once this is plastered and painted and the beams are kicking off, whoa, this is epic. I'm very happy with that. So there's one recipe we have not been looking forward to so much. That's thanks to Maeve Kelly, who has challenged us to make Bao Buns. Now, I have to admit I had to research this a little bit. I watched one YouTube, so clearly I can make it. Quite late. We haven't really got a lot of time or prep for this one done. I am using leftover dough from the pizza that was in the freezer a few days ago. I'm using some steak, I'm using peppers and onions. That's it. Let's see how it goes. Let's get these Bao Buns moving. When cooking, use your pint. Pint to cup. Needs a bit of motivation. Bit of barbecue, spice, bit of hot pepper. Get your hand stuck in. If your hand isn't messy, it ain't mixed. Get back in there. Show these boys who's boss. Slap them around a bit, squeeze them. Give it a good hammering. There now, that's not bad. In here, just keep it in the bag. There's oil, there's spice, there's flavored salt and pepper. It's not the best steak. Sometimes we buy strip loin or a sirloin roast and we cut our own steaks. This wasn't the best. They are ready for the barbie. Throw a few shrimp on the barbie. Oh guys, what a joy it is to be able to wash your hands in your house. These fellas are meant to take about 10 minutes to cook. This steak's gonna take about 20 minutes to cook, but it's gonna need about 10 minutes just to rest before I slice. So here we have our steak on the grill. We have our peppers and onions coming up absolutely lovely. Getting super dark, folks. I think it's about 9 o'clock. What I have to do apparently is fold over these Bilbo bad boys. I think it's a bit of olive oil goes on it, onto each of them. It's probably a bit much. A few drops of our classic basil olive oil. Boom, boom, boom. I suppose this is so you can open it up. I'm not certain. I've never done this before. I haven't even watched a video. I suppose a video would have been a good idea. We actually have an air fryer we bought when we moved into the caravan. We have never used the steam function on it. So this is really cool to try it and see how it works out. So I believe you just fold them over. That's mine anyway. The big boy. And this is another big boy. That's mine. All the big boys are mine. For the last week, we've been calling these Bilbo Baggins. I won't even ask for the reference. We have our steak and we have our peppers and onions. We're just gonna seal them up. They're just gonna finish off cooking and just steam themselves. The steak is gonna rest. But the juices of the steak are gonna permeate through the pepper for a beautiful concoction of a sauce. So let us get these fellas into Sigrillo. See how many of these we can fit in. 1, 7, draw a small fella in the middle. 8. Let's see how the steamer works, folks. Well, folks, I reckon it's about time to plate up. They're quite small, but we're gonna have a go off them.
I'm really interested because I think we should probably have another go at this because I don't think I've ever had anything. I don't think I've ever had anything like this.
I'm gonna get slicing up. Look at that. Yeah.
So what do we do?
I'm going to assemble them. I have some of this mojo verde. Claire made some homemade chipinis as well. So let's get a little bit of this out there. Smells great. Mojo verde, green pepper, garlic, and parsley. So, I'm gonna get a little bit of that. I'm gonna slop that in the inside. You can't actually fit a lot in here. Maybe I'm gonna be all night trying to make this. Let's get. I love caramelized onions like this. I wanted to put that in. I have no room. I'm gonna put a little bit of that on top. There's one done. Don't know what to do. Alright, I'm gonna do a little bit of lettuce in this one. A few of that. I think we're gonna be having an omelette with leftover this tomorrow. And a little bit of that. How good do they look, Claire?
They look good actually.
A little bit of that, 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 a little bit of these, and a little bit of that. This is the big boy, this is mine now. We have to rush, Claire, we're really running out of light now. Shoot. They're like little tacos or something. Okay.
That's cool.
Here we go, folks. Look at that. I have 4 lovely Bilbo Baggins. What are they called? Bao Buns. Some homemade chips. Way more of all these goodies. Can we go to Sprite, Claire, to try these?
No, I suppose.
Let's go, Claire. I'll let you have a try first.
I am absolutely...
Oh, that's my one. Take a small one.
Oh my god! I'm
Chef's
so
fucking prerogative, isn't it?
excited to try these. We've never had these before.
We haven't eaten since breakfast, like, easily it's over 12 hours ago, isn't it? Oh, that mojo verde. Oh my
They're
god.
very good actually.
Oh my god.
I'm just curious to see actually how big are they meant to be? Are they just meant to be this small? As in like slightly risen more, but this small. Like a taco size.
Well, I've never had them before. I don't know how they're meant to be. Damn, that's good.
They're really good. Well done, mate. Love trying new things. Absolutely love. Don't they like cooking new things? Rob's good at that, but I love trying new things.
I love cooking new things. Haven't used a steamer before. That's amazing. Definitely going to steam some fish. We're using our oven as well. Claire's first oven food is homemade chips from the garden. They are so good. So well done, Claire. You got your kitchen back.
Yeah.
This is a nice meal, Maeve. First kind of meal from the new kitchen. And you get to clean up in the sink and put it in the dishwasher. Isn't that great?
I like.
Thanks for sticking with us, folks. It's been the up and downs for the last few weeks, but I think maybe we turned the corner today. I think it was really nice to do something for Clare, and I just feel positive about the OSB I put up there upstairs today.
I think lots of progress made in the last couple of days.
Thanks for all the motivation, support, comments, goodwill, and suggestions for not only for food, but like for what we're going to do in the wardrobe in Kira's room. So thanks for your continued support.
Yeah. Thanks for everything, lads. And I guess we'll see you soon. So the full.
Bye-bye.